General nerdery.
So I've been doing basic physical upkeep, going to doctor stuff for the first time since like high school. Like finally have a physical care provider, yada 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 going through.
Mm-hmm.
First off, they are trying so hard to not say I'm fat. And it's actually really funny. They're like, oh wow, not even pre-diabetes. I'm like, just say it, man. But I'm getting tested for sleep apnea because I got a real big neck and a real tiny esophagus, and again, I'm kind of a large dude. And they're like, all right, we're going to send you this at-home test, and don't worry, it's not intrusive at all. You just wear this little thing on your chest, and it'll be fine. I'm like, well, I feel like you're lying to me, but okay. And turns out, they were lying to me. I got it yesterday.
Okay.
And it's like a big square thing, I don't know, a little smaller than like a VCR tape.
Okay.
Which, that reference dates me like nobody's business, but like, that sits on my chest. And then there is a tube that goes up and around my face and like up into my nose. And then another tube that has to go, it's supposed to go on your offhand, but the world hates left-handed people, so it's set up the wrong way for me, so it has to like wrap around me and then go down and get taped down my arm. And I had to tape the stuff on my face too, which I have a beard, so that's fun. And then like keep this thing on my finger, and it's blinking green lights. And it's, I mean, showing me that, and they're like, yeah, and if you don't sleep that well, maybe do it a second night and let me know. But like, it shouldn't affect too much. I'm like, you bastards. Like,
It's going to affect everything.
Oddly, it was the one thing on my finger that drove me up a fucking wall. Until the next morning when I had to take the medical tape off of my increasingly hairy arms. I now have like little rectangles of...
I know how that goes.
Definitely have to do it again. Definitely don't want to.
Steven here, by the way.
Yay, Steven's here.
I just wanted to introduce myself before I start talking, but from what I hear, that's one of the benefits from not doing or doing the not at home version of it, is that it's because of its accuracy they can account for more of you being uncomfortable and all the other stuff. It's less likely to be needed done the second time.
Wait, maybe we should mention, now that we're 2.5 minutes in, this is General Nerdery.
Welcome to General Nerdery, your podcast about liking things. We're your Generals of Nerdery. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
That's Steve, and he's already introduced himself because he's on top of things. I thought about that, but one in-thing test is $3,000.
Oh, no, thank you,
And this
Ben.
one was $600.
Okay.
Which my like insurance and Flex account will just cover. And the other thing is, it's bad enough sleeping with like the fucking robot body it's trying to develop on top of me.
Even if you have to do it 3 times in total, it's still cheaper. So yeah.
Well, and it's just $600 for the like. I have the thing for the weekend. Like,
so yeah.
But,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Much
this
better
has been
choice.
your complete. I did take a selfie, and it looked like I was about to go into major surgery. Like,
Nice.
But that's completely unrelated to literally everything going on.
Yeah.
I just.
But it's still fun. No, I was thinking about like the missing patches of hair, because like I had to go do medical things this year a few times and had to have like little bits shaved off of my hairy chest, and then it was growing back for the next 2 weeks, and it was just like a square in the middle of my chest, missing hair.
Well, and I've always been kind of a hairy, but it's always been like that really like hard to see hairy, and then in literally the last like 6 months, it's been like, well, it's time to start looking like a gorilla. You're not there yet, but give it about a year.
Yeah. Anyway.
Other than uncomfortable medical experiences, what have we been ingesting lately?
Well, I haven't been ingesting uncomfortable medical.
Good for you, buddy.
Thankfully. No, so I had to rip myself away from Slay the Spire because I was missing too much sleep. I know I'd mentioned that one of the other episodes, but...
Slay the Spire is very good. I heard you talking about it on a previous episode. I've also played it. It's understandably easy to get stuck in.
It's like, just one more floor.
Yeah,
Just one more floor. Oh, you know what? I drew a good card.
But
Let's
it's
see
also,
how that works into my deck.
I was watching you play this.
I will
last
say
week.
it's also super easy to come back to. Like, you can easily just, like... If I remember correctly, it has autosave.
Yeah.
So you just, like, restart an encounter, basically, if you have to.
So
go to sleep.
I ripped myself away from that, and I played, like, a round earlier and actually just abandoned the run myself, and I was like, this is crap. I'm getting all crap. I don't like this right now.
Is it dangerous to tell you that it's very easy to play on cloud gaming on your phone?
I'm not going to worry. I don't like gaming on my phone.
It's like super actually satisfying. It's quite good. I will recommend it.
It's dangerous to tell you this. That's okay. I don't want to do that anyways. But you should.
No. That was a recommendation to the listener if they want to try it and have Game Pass. Tyler, keep your shit on lock.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously
I don't need to tell you
Pokemon
that.
Go on my phone, but that's about it. Like, I even have like Symphony of the Night on my phone, and I've played it for all of like 5 minutes. And I was like,
I have like
good.
5 games on my phone, and literally the only thing I play on my phone anymore is like Wordle and Letterboxd.
Same.
Have you played Letterboxd? It's one of the other games that they have on Wordle.
I don't know if I play Letterboxd, but there's Framed, which gives you just random frames, and then there's another one that I play that I want to say is I want to try Letterboxd.
It's really good.
There's another
it shouldn't
one
be as good as it is.
called Movie Doll. That shows you like a 1-second clip of the movie,
Oh, that shit's just built for you.
but it is literally 1-second clip made up of frames.
oh.
And then you see that, and then you have to guess, and if you get it wrong, get another guess, but it plays you a little bit more.
Okay. Interesting.
But we completely interrupted Tyler.
No, that's fine. I then mostly spent my time like watching TV, like a shit ton of time watching TV. Like I didn't play any video games last weekend. I only watched TV.
That's unusual.
It was kind of great. So quickly rewatched Willow in anticipation of the new series.
Keep meaning
That
to do
movie
that.
fucking holds up.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad that I didn't watch that after we talked about me watching it.
So good. I'd forgotten just how much fun that movie is. Anyway,
Yeah, I might throw that on tonight. It's a good one. If listeners were recording on the 1st of October, it's the start.
Ooh, that is a good...
It's a start of spoopy season, so I might throw that on as a watch for today.
It's Ron Howard directing, too, right?
yeah,
Like,
Ron
that's-
Howard directing, story by George Lucas, for what that's worth.
Produce. Hey, if George Lucas gives a rough outline to someone else and lets
Yeah,
them
it
write
tends
it,
to be good.
usually Lawrence Kasdan, I'm on board.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the thing. I was just saying how good the movie is. It's still good. It holds up. Holds up a lot better than a lot of the other movies from that time period.
Yeah, that's a really awkward point where they were just starting to hit the like special effects, and too many of them were like, oh boy.
Even though, I mean, some things do look funky, but whatever.
The dragon thing.
Yeah,
That looked bad when I was a kid.
Speaking of dragon thing, I'm all caught up on House of the Dragon now. And it's actually really good. And
What?
Matt
That's
Smith,
the Game of Thrones prequel. Kind of. Same world as Game of Thrones.
it's set 176 years before.
Oh, I thought it was way before.
That's a pretty good chunk of time.
Yes, but they were working on one that was like 2,000 years before, so like it's the same world, but that's it.
Gee, 2,000 years is a huge jump of time for that. What?
Star Wars has like a 15,000 year time jump in some of their stories.
But Star Wars makes sense to me in that it's a sci-fi futuristic thing. If you take a fantasy, it's like you basically just have to get rid of any. I don't know.
I have no idea. That series fell apart. Anyways,
Although, time doesn't matter.
Matt Smith is killing it.
Doctor Who
Holy
actors
shit.
play the best villains.
Holy shit, he's killing it. A lot of people are saying this might be his truly star-making turn. And, like, we're always going to remember him as one of the Doctors, but after that, they tried putting him in a lot of tentpole movies, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, but they kept putting him in shit ones.
Yeah, and like
They put him in the fucking bad Terminator, and I mean like the bad compared to the other Terminator movies. And
isn't
fucking
he Morbin time in it?
Morbid Time, yeah. He plays fucking Hunger.
Yeah, which is fucking hilarious. Killing it. I'm really sad to see. There's a 10-year time jump midway through the season, so some of the actors and actresses get recast partway through, and I'm really, really sad to see the young Rhaenyra go, because she is going to be a breakout from this too. Everyone's fucking loving her, to the point where they keep bugging him like, can we find other ways to maybe do more flashbacks to get more of her and young Alicent Hightower? Like, because that would be great, because they were some of the best fucking actors on screen.
And people were loving it.
I don't know. It wasn't a story I was necessarily super excited to hear, But they're doing a good job of it, and like it's still all the political intrigue and stuff that sort of drew in the early Game of Thrones seasons. Because
Before they kind of forgot what they were doing on that front.
yeah, because it chronicles a time period known as the Dance of Dragons, not to be confused with the book Dance of Dragons. A Dance of Dragons, which is a Targaryen civil war, and the one where the last of the dragons died before Game of Thrones came around.
I love fantasy, like, obviously. But sometimes when they're like, welcome to the era of the Dance of Dragons, I just, like, get up and walk out of the room. Like, it's...
I'm a nerd as all get out, and I'm just like, man, don't make me want to give you a wedgie, you fucking nerd.
It's my same problem with a lot of the Dragonlance books as I'm reading them. I'm like, this is fucking badass. The blah, 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 blah. God fucking damn it, man. Work with me here. Sorry. Anyways, Dance of Dragons, actually cool shit happening. Goofy thing.
Here's the one reason I'm kind of excited to keep going with it now that I found out it's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
The story's complete. We know what happens in the dance. We know who wins, who loses. You can go look it up right now. It's completed.
They won't have to just do some make-em-ups for the last season or two.
Right. They have something to follow. They're expanding on it, and...
Is this the same show creators?
No.
Okay.
No, it is not D&D. I don't think they would let them near another fucking property.
I definitely keep mistaking this with the other fucking... It's the Lord of the Ring property.
Oh, Rings of Power, yeah.
I do keep meaning to watch that. I just don't have Amazon Prime.
I also keep hearing that Amazon Prime is kind of make or break on the success of this series for its streaming.
Well, they dropped stupid amounts of money on it.
And so I'm kind of hoping they fail. And by that, I mean...
Once Good Omens Season 2 comes out, they can die. But... Until then.
Exactly. Like, I don't want them to feel in that they're a major property, but they're a major player in putting out good shit. And that, like, I love The Boys. It's very good.
It's very good.
The Tick fucking rocked.
Invincible is incredible.
Amazing. Yeah.
I feel like there's other shit that... Oh, fucking... I'm going to just throw out one of the things that I'm ingesting. I'm currently ingesting A League of Their Own. I'm halfway through
how is it?
It is fucking great.
I want to check it out because I have seen that movie upwards of 100 times, and so
this is the remake where they were allowed to actually let people be gay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's got a phenomenal cast. It's got Abby Jacobson from Broad City. Mm-hmm. And she's I think she's one of the main cast. She's like one of the like main people. Darcy, I can never remember her last name unfortunately, but she plays she's Janet in The Good Place.
Oh, yes.
Nick Offerman, a bunch of other people that I'm unfortunately very much forgetting their names, but it's a great cast of people, phenomenal actors, and it's really just like, oh yeah, no, this makes sense. Yeah, they were definitely probably pretty queer as fuck and just like really having to be on the sly about it.
Yeah, and you're just going to talk about it in 1990 either, or I mean roughly when that movie came out.
Yeah. And so it's very good, and I highly recommend checking it out. I have not finished it yet, though. But it's a thing that me and my partner are probably trying to do this weekend.
All the right people are pissed off about it. It's all the same people who are pissed off that Lizzo played a really old flute and that there's a black mermaid. Like,
oh, dude, I saw the video of Lizzo playing that flute.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just today, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that she's a classically trained flautist.
That's the only problem. I cannot hear the word flautist without giggling. Like,
yeah,
it just... True. No disrespect to Lizzo, she's a fucking queen. Flautist is a stupid word.
Now I need to look up her non-stage name.
I don't know.
Literally never even occurred to me before.
Because I know
which is really dumb of me, but...
I know it. I actually literally just saw it earlier today when I saw that video.
Yeah, and I got two other things I was watching while you're looking that up. One, I'm going to bring it up because I was enjoying it, but it's not super high up there for me, but it was good. Me and Marge were watching The Serpent Queen on Starz, which is a historical dramedy mini-series based on Catherine de' Medici, who became Queen of France.
Ooh. Nothing good happens when a Medici is involved.
No, and there's so much plotting and backstabbing and shit, and it's not like outright comedic, but it's very like wink, wink, nod to the camera, and she does asides to the camera as like young Catherine all the time, and they're very frank about how fucking stupid it all is, like every little bit of it, and how much of it is just show for everyone else that's putting on show as well, and
that's Holy
very
Roman
pettiness,
Empire, right?
I do have Lizzo's real name, by the way. It is Melissa Vivian Jefferson.
Oh,
She's fucking great.
Yeah, she's phenomenal, and I wanted to show the respect that she deserves of using her full name.
Well, they're currently fighting with the Holy Roman Empire right now.
And that's just the the era and
the
all
era.
of that. Man, that era was like the whole Holy Roman Empire is such a fucking lie of a name anyway. It's like, we're an empire. We don't actually control any of these people, but we're an empire.
And it's one of those ones where I'm liking it. I'm excited to see the rest of it, but like I don't have too much to say about it. It's dope. The other thing though that I want to bring up because it's really cool is a show. Have you guys heard of Los Spookies?
No.
I've seen this advertised to me, but I haven't actually watched it.
It's wild. It's drawing me in more than how simple some of the episodes actually should be. I don't know. It's weird. It's like this group. It's mostly Spanish language, and it's like this group of friends down in Mexico, and they're like a paranormal team, except they're not a team that you call in like if you think you're seeing ghosts. They're a team that you call in if like you're a hotel and you need a tourist trap, and so you need someone to set up a haunting so people start talking about it.
I'm super into this idea. Where is this show?
They're
HBO.
a traveling Grunkle Stan, essentially. Do not tell me now that you have watched Gravity Falls.
I have
it's
not yet.
on my eternal. I need to fucking watch this list.
Bump it up.
Yeah, I know.
You will love it.
I'm burning through a few things right now.
But like some amount of magic and supernatural stuff does exist.
Cool.
And like at least one of the characters seems to have a connection to it that he kind of abuses for just like petty things of like being able to just like keep track of time by looking in his supernatural locket and stuff.
My absolute favorite thing, anytime I learn about spiritualism or spiritualists or cryptid hunters or whatever, that whole ooky spooky part of the world, is the people who legitimately believe but also fake fucking everything. Because you get the like legitimate explorers and the flim flam men all in one person, and it is the most interesting characters.
But here's the other thing. The show shouldn't be as interesting as it is because it's not about them setting up these scenarios. They'll be hired to like do a haunting, and it'll be like them fucking up and only getting through the first like 5% of it for most of the episode. And then the actual haunting will just be them pulling some levers. And crazy shit will happen that shouldn't happen from just levers being pulled.
I am more and more confused as this goes on.
It's so hard to explain. It's so hard to explain. I don't want to give people the wrong idea going into it, being like, you're going to see him set up like this fucking super cool like sea monster out on the sea. It's like, no, it's like a pretty obvious suit, and it's just like the sailor they run into is really dumb.
This is good. I like that.
Man, that just makes me think of, and we won't go into this because we're doing Monsters next week, big surprise. But the reviews I'm reading of Monsters that are like, it looks so tacky. And you're like, how did you not know this was coming?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Monsters? You like literally an episode.
They had no lies about what they were doing with this Monsters reboot.
Did you only watch the other reboot that they did? 23 Mockery Murder.
That was actually really fucking
which was
sweet,
good.
and it should have been a show.
But if that's the only thing you've ever seen, I get why you would complain about this.
Okay, I'll give
Exactly. I'm not even all the way through the first season, and I'm in love with the show. It's so good so far. It's really funny. Plus, I don't know. I like seeing like gothy and spooky kid Latinos rather than just like gangbangers all the time. So,
Oh yeah.
I listened to a fucking podcast about the death of Tupac and Biggie, and I suddenly really wanted to play San Andreas really bad. And I was like, what does this say about me as a person?
now I really want to play San Andreas.
San Andreas
that's
kicks ass, but I don't know how well it held up. Steven, any...
Other than A League of Their Own, I'm currently playing through Deathloop.
Which I'm going to be starting soon.
Which I haven't gotten terribly far into it. I've gotten through basically like I'd say the prologue and into like the main part of the campaign. And it's very fucking great, and I'm very much enjoying it. And I was trying to describe it to someone, so I had to explain Dishonored to someone else, which is a game that was developed by the same developers previously. That
Arcane?
I'm pretty sure. And just trying to explain that to them, I better understood how it led to the development of this game, knowing how they interact with certain, like, basically the premise is a time loop game, like Groundhog's Day, with various levels of ability to have certain things persist through it as you go, but you're trying to break the loop. They've also added a super interesting online mechanic of protecting the loop, where you can play online and basically jump into other people's loops and try and stop them down from hunt them down and stop them from breaking the loop. It's super fucking cool gameplay wise and design wise. It's very much up my alley. You start to get these, they call them slabs, which give you some sort of paranormal extra abilities. Like the one that you first get is just like the ability to keep dying multiple times in a loop without having to restart all the way at the beginning of the day. But eventually they open up with other ones that just like give you double jump and other things that are as wildly as cool as like a teleport blink, like Nightcrawler jump like they do in the Dishonored games. So it's fucking rad. It's also one of the very few games I can think of with a black main protagonist.
Also, that's not a gangbanger, hopefully.
He's literally
thinking of the...
He's literally, you find out he's the literally chief of security for the entire like scientific operation that's going on.
Okay.
And he's trying to fucking fix some shit. So
I was like, black characters in video games. So San Andreas. Ooh, maybe not.
San Andreas is another example that I didn't think of, but I haven't really played most of any of the Grand Theft Auto games. The other one that I can think of is Watch Dogs 2.
Saints Row, but that's even more problematic than Grand Theft Auto.
Like the second prototype?
Like, this is, for the very specifically, this is the only example that I can think of that isn't...
Oh, no, we're agreeing with your point. This is definitely us being like, man, we have to think hard about this.
Like, yeah, I had to think really hard about, like, any other examples that don't involve, like, a character creator.
Yeah.
Like, the ability to make that your character versus just being that.
Did you think of one? You looked really proud of yourself for a second there.
Only because we brought it up last episode. Have you guys been watching Andor?
Oh,
no.
Only the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
I haven't seen last week's episode. It's real good, I'll be honest. I've had a hell week, and so has my wife. So I've been kind of carefully not putting that on, because it's sad.
Yeah.
It's real fucking good. It is not The Mandalorian. It is not Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan.
But it's so good.
Yes, no, I am very much in favor of it. I will rewatch it probably when the whole thing is done too, just to get the full, but it's...
Maybe more Rogue One than Rogue One?
Yeah. It's Rogue One when they went, oh, that really worked. Go ahead and play.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that in this moment I just realized that I'm more of a Star Trek nerd than I am a Star Wars nerd.
Oh, I exist happily in that middle ground.
I kind of exist in the middle ground, but I just realized that, like, while you're talking about this, the last Star Wars property I watched was Return of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, so you've missed all the good shit they've put out in the last couple years.
No, I don't even know if I've seen Rise of Skywalker. Basically, I saw the second movie in the last trilogy.
Okay.
And then I haven't seen anything forward.
Last Jedi's really good. That's fair.
I
just feel nerds screaming at me saying that sentence out loud, but
the last good one...
Last Jedi is my second favorite.
We've done it.
The last one I really remember really loving was Rogue One.
This is one of the characters from Rogue One, and like what leads up to him getting to that point.
Fuck yeah! Okay, now I gotta
from the creators of Rogue One.
Oh fuck yeah! Now I gotta catch up on that.
Yeah, it's Diego Luna's character, Cassian Andor.
Oh shit! Why did nobody tell me this? Because I don't know anything about any Star Wars stuff.
We've talked about it a lot.
It's like his. It's like his
I just glazed over. Sorry.
Entry into the rebellion 5 years prior to that movie, and everything leading up to that point.
Hell yeah!
Reminds me, watch Lower. Just because you said Star Trek, watch Lower Decks. I've been watching Lower Decks, and this one was kind of a Deep Space Nine sequel, and I was just like, my heart. Oh. I don't know why this is so touching to me. Let's see. I'm sorry, did you have anything?
Deathloop and
League of Your Own.
League of Their Own, and then I'm rewatching for like the umpteenth time New Girl with my partner.
I really need to check that out sometime.
I can lend it to you if you'd like.
I think it's on one of the streamings. Either way, yes. Thank you. Let's see. I actually have got it in like the mindset to sit and watch a movie. As we've discussed, I can watch a TV show for 6 hours and have no problem. But I'm like, a movie? 2.5 hours long for one sitting. But I finally watched Enola Holmes after watching the trailer for Enola Holmes 2.
Right.
Which is the trailer that we forgot to watch for this one. But that's fine. We're going to be long enough anyways. I'm a sucker for old school mystery novels like that, Hercule Poirot, yada, yada, yada. Also, Millie Bobby Brown, delightful.
Yeah.
It's not a great mystery because it changes its focus of what mystery they're focusing on halfway through, and then they try and shift back to the first one. And so neither mystery really gets time.
I'm recalling this now. I watched it when it first came out.
Because it starts with her looking for her mom, and then she meets the cute boy who's being assassinated. And then so she like veers off to save the boy. Is wrong on solving the mystery, but close enough that like it makes, she's like 14, 15, whatever in that movie. So it's not like, oh, she's terrible, but like, okay, I see how you got there. And then veers back to finding mom, but then the mom just shows up of her own volition. Like, there's no actual, like, I have found my mother payoff. And it kind of bothered me. But I want Henry Cavill just to play Sherlock Holmes anyways.
Who plays his brother in that?
I don't know, but they made Mycroft a straight up piece of shit, when usually he's just a Sherlock-style piece of, like, a lazier Sherlock piece of shit.
I want to say it's someone that is, like, notably now weird, that I hope they don't bring back for 2.
Oh, God, not one of those. I mean, at least it's not like Arnie Hammer, but...
That's who I thought it was?
Sam Claflin?
I have no idea who that man is. No, it's definitely not Arnie Hammer, thank Christ. Good. He was with Henry Cavill in Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Which...
was a good movie.
Great movie. Very stylistic. I feel like that was directed by someone really good. Not important.
I'm looking forward to the second one. I'm hoping that they can actually give her much more of a mystery.
Yeah.
But that's literally my only complaint. And with a lot of Sherlock Holmes stories, it's a toss-up of if the mystery is going to be any good. So it fits with the...
I know it's based off of a series of series of novels. Enola Holmes... It's like a young adult series.
Cool. I did not know that. That's...
I vaguely, I'm 80% on that. I remember reading this when I first was reading about the first movie. Based on the trailer for the second one that I saw, it feels like they're going to do something similar, and I'm curious to know if this is just like a format within the series.
That would track.
But it feels like they're going to try and do something again of well, I gotta team up with this person. I start this mystery, now it's a different mystery.
I just want Watson to be introduced, because he's not in that movie. There's no sign that he exists yet. Which is always interesting when they're like, here's Sherlock Holmes in the early days, but he's already a famous sensation. You're like, but...
why?
But no.
But he knocked that off.
He's not... He became a famous sensation because of Watson obsessively writing to the newspapers, being like, hear about what my buddy did?
Y'all hear about this shit?
Now, I said I was never going to tell this story, but I'm going to tell this story, so sit down. It's time for experience.
And I've seen some shit.
Why do we not have a Southern Watson now that we've invented this? This is amazing.
That's a good question.
Also, we did the New York reiteration of Sherlock Holmes.
Wasn't Lucy Liu Watson in that one?
Let's just fucking get weird with it.
Let's see, what else? I'll save this mostly for next week because I'm watching through it, but I've started the Netflix version of Bee and Puppy Cat. It is a very strange animation based off an old YouTube/Cartoon Network animation. Stylistically,
Natasha
no idea.
Allegra, I believe,
cannot
is the
tell you
creator
the
of
answer
it.
to that.
I might have that name wrong. I'm going to look this up because I love the original series.
It is stylistically exists somewhere between Steven Universe and Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
And it's a fucking surrealist, beautiful masterpiece that several times has me going, what just happened? But in a good way.
Yes, I had that right. Natasha Allegra, series creator. It originally developed came out as a YouTube pilot, that then was picked up by Cartoon Hangover, the same people who did Bravest Warriors.
Oh,
which
okay.
was a Pendleton Ward thing that he did
I knew about
after
that one.
Adventure Time. If you ever get a chance, I have not checked out the Netflix one. I'm going to check it out soon. I hear it's very good. I hear it's has a little less of the wild, the weird, eccentric energy that it gets a little reined in compared to the YouTube series.
Yes, but it's prettier.
I don't fucking know about that, having seen the YouTube series.
Okay, from what little... Anyways.
Because the problem with the YouTube series is that it was too expensive to keep making. Because it was
fair enough.
too fucking gorgeous. And the whole YouTube series is also, I believe, just like on YouTube to watch free. So check it out.
And then the real thing I had going is I've dived back into the early Image era comics again. So, like, I've been reading Cyberforce and finally finished up the Wildcats run that I was working on.
Oh, nice.
And the one that I was going to bring up, I read the first, 15 issues of Gen 13.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Have you? I know you know what it is, at least.
I started reading it myself at one point. I want to say I read the first 2 issues, and that's about as far as I got. But
Do you know what Gen 13 is?
I only know of it in name, and I feel like for a long time was a subscriber to Previews, magazine. So I would just flip through that and read about everything.
Gen 13 is this flash in the pan bit of its era that was huge and has never found its footing again for very obvious reasons. It was a team book about these kids who were thrown together. It's got a very X-Men feel in that power because their parents had powers, so they have powers. And a Nick Fury knockoff with hardcore sideburns collects them together to save the world. But it is so 90s that it hurts. It's fun. I want to say I had a lot of fun reading this, but it is such a product of its era. There is a kid whose name is Grunge. That is his code name, is just Grunge.
What is his powers?
Is he
Pigpen? Oh, okay.
So if he touches something, he I touched this brick wall. I am now made of bricks, and I can brick punch you. It's, he's.
He should have just been Super Pigpen.
I mean, he kind of is too, but he's.
I still don't get the jump to grunge for a name other than the 90s.
Yes, and he's also got a skull tattoo with wings on his chest and a giant yin-yang on his back.
Ooh, he loses me on the yin-yang.
Yeah, he is Asian, which I will credit on a little bit, and
That's
it's
cool,
uncommon to see Asian lead characters.
I definitely was thinking, with the name grunge, I definitely was thinking of a very white
So
boy.
was I.
Does he have a tribal armband to go with this? And
he's a garbage sack of a toxic masculinity human being. He is just constantly cheating on his manic pixie dream girlfriend, who's just eternally forgiving, being like, oh, got him fucking someone else, it's fine. And I'm like, no. Have some self-respect, young lady. It is interesting. I mean, it is a comic from the early 90s that is college-age teenagers, 19-ish on average, and it's all about sex and violence pretty much, and that it's got a very real-world sensibility. And I found out one of the editors, their main editor, was actually on The Real World to help them keep this fucking sensibility. Bright side, it does have one of the earliest openly lesbian characters. Rainmaker, this Native American woman, who's actually a really cool character, is, by the first 15 issues, she hasn't said, I'm a lesbian. But she's made it very clear that she is a lesbian. It is, so credit for them for that. In 1993, or, roughly then, when it came out.
Also sounds like they're a very diverse cast in general.
3 white people, a Native American woman, and an Asian guy.
So for the 90s,
doing
that's
better
than
thing
others.
About this comic. For the 90s, it's very good on a lot of respects. But then there's moments where you're like, whoa.
That's been a thing I'm learning about. It's man, I gotta just remember 90s.
This
came out in the 60s.
You find out that Rainmaker is gay when her friend is like, why won't Grunge pay attention to me? And she's like, oh, well. And they're all in bikinis during this scene. They constantly are like, oh, they're in Southern California, so they're constantly finding excuses for everyone to be wearing as little clothing as possible. She's like, oh, well, men don't know how to work it. You need a woman's touch. And I'm like, okay, maybe now is not the time to do the like male wet dream version of lesbians seducing women. And then the thing that threw me, and this is just bad. Her friend just has the response of like, ew, gross, oh my god, and like runs away, like horrified that this woman is gay. And that's never picked up on again.
Wow.
It's just her response to someone hitting on her.
Just like,
is
oh shit.
Oh fuck, gross, what's wrong with you?
Time to run.
Angry, run away. And there's never any like, hey, that was kind of fucked up. Just like, oh well, she's just gonna hit on someone else now.
Yikes.
I love reading old comics. I am even enjoying Gen 13. That one scene made me put down the book for like an hour. I'm just like, no, didn't like that.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's about what I got, though. Those were kind of my big ones.
And we already mentioned we don't have trailers.
Yep, no trailers, because we forgot to watch Enola Holmes 2. Take a quick break, and when we come back, let's talk about Food Wars, Shokugeki no Sama, Season 3.
Plate number 3.
Season 3?
Season 3. He's not paying attention. What a wonderful guest.
Sorry, I was looking up Plate 3 real quick because I wanted to be on my game when
The
talking
third
about it.
plate. Man, okay, so I've mentioned this before, but my favorite part of watching the show for this show has been watching my wife get slowly more and more into the show, and at first like making fun of me, and then in the second season being like, yeah, okay, and then the third season just, she's committed now. And to the point that we finished up and she was like, don't you need to watch more Food Wars? I'm like, honey, you can just say we want to watch this. Like, I'll keep watching with you.
Look, I get it because, like I told you a couple days ago, I can't wait to say it for the show. I got to at least say this has been my favorite season so far.
Easily the best season.
Oh, it's easily the best season. It also, God, I can't wait for you to get into season 4. I got so excited and just kept going. And I watched season 4 already.
Only reason I'm not suggesting we do season 4 for next time is we already had next time planned out. So we'll get to it soon.
We'll get to it.
I mean, this also is, not that I'm an expert in anime, but like one of my favorite points in the shonen anime. The low stakes thing that happens, in this case, the Lunar Festival food truck stuff, and then the main villain jumps in and takes off.
Yeah.
The beginning of that and the like low stakes thing right before is always my favorite point of a shonen.
It always feels very filler arc in the grand scheme of things, but it's also like where I find the most satisfying things.
I'm not actually against filler arc if you keep them contained. If it's like, well, the next season of Naruto is an 80 episode filler set, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. But
the fucking goddamn stupid race.
I don't even know what it's talking about. I've only read the manga where they didn't do the 80 episode filler arc. But like, okay, so Marv Wolfman, the guy who wrote Teen Titans, made it what it is, talked about the fact that you can't always up the stakes. You occasionally have to like stop, have lower stress downtime stuff. It could be a villain that's not Deathstroke or, you know, the next Trigon, next big world ending thing. Or it could even be, let's have a day in the life episode. We see, you know, what does Donna Troy do on her Saturday that she's not being Wonder Girl? What happens when Starfire gets a boyfriend for the first time? What's Cyborg doing visiting his old home, like his old neighborhood? And that means that it gives everyone breathing room, so when the next big stakes thing comes in, they've got that kind of relaxed moment and you can ramp up easily enough without having to be like, and then the world exploded.
So like in Yu Yu Hakusho, like in between the tournament and them going to fight off the things, it's when like Yu Yu's like on a date with his fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some minor little spirit detective bull.
Yeah, like, you know, to use this one with the Lunar Festival, it does matter. He will get expelled if he fucks this up.
Yeah.
But it's not...
But it's that's only a super fuck up. Like, you have to end...
Yeah. And you know...
in the red.
He's had that constantly. That's not a big thing anymore, and it gives you that, like, breathing space. Plus, they almost always in that arc have the moment where everyone comes together. My Hero Academia did it with, like, a school band plot.
Oh my-
That was one of the best things My Hero Academia's done.
Plus, that song slaps so
I've only read the
hard.
manga, so I have no idea what the song
Oh
is.
my
But
goodness, you gotta catch up. It's so good.
but this one, all right. I mean, to clear up. We start with Soma enters into the Lunar Festival.
Which I will say, this is an issue that I had to remind myself, which is just like a thing with the shonen animes of like they don't really like they.
Time doesn't make sense.
Time doesn't make sense. This entire series, seasons 1 through 4, is 1 year of high school. They're not even done with season. They're not even done with one whole year after season 3. This is just like they finished the fall semester.
Yeah, because this is coming towards the end of the semester. This isn't even one whole year. This is like 6 months. It takes him like maybe 6 months,
And
4, to conquer the school. Spoiler.
I don't know how Japanese schools work. I especially don't know how post-secondary or secondary school Japanese schools work for culinary schools, especially. The timing of this all it feels wildly fucking different. But also, I had to remember that just like it's a thing with like shonen animes are like their rest periods are basically them just reaching a new level, and then they're gonna start exploring how to get to the next level. They do it in
They
Hunter
still
x
level
Hunter.
up when they're
Yeah, but it's kind of
resting.
assimilating everything that they've learned.
But it's
kind
like
of stuff.
it's going from like cellular levels to like up to multicellular level up to full on
Yeah.
bear.
Just from bear. 1 cell to 4 cells to bears.
and in all honesty,
You're not wrong.
with some of the fucking anime pacing that they do, and I had to remind myself of that because like the whole of season 3's like not season 3, season 2's Lunar Festival, or no, what is it, the
Moon Festival.
no season 2's
Oh, the
Speculator?
I forget what it's called, but it's the final thing where they're all fighting off in season 2. It's like
the finale of the big
selection,
festival.
the winter selection.
Yes.
yeah.
That is basically to give them the rights to just be in this school festival.
Just, God, man, how stressful must this school be? Not just because of everything that's already going down, like just the normal level of, but the fact that there is a new world-ending competition literally every other week.
Exactly.
And you're right with the time
So-
thing. And I do think, like, we have to remember, Japanese summer breaks, most of the world's summer breaks are significantly shorter than ours.
Quick question: which is more stressful, going to school at Totsuki, or going to school at Xavier's gifted blah blah?
Xavier's seems less stressful, as wild as it says,
Less stressful?
but you're much more likely to die.
Yeah, way more lethal.
Less stressful.
I don't know how that works.
Better OSHA requirements, I imagine.
Cece keeps going on about the fact that literally this is not just like the world of restaurants, but restaurants seem to run the world in this world. This is like Pokemon. And I don't think it originally was supposed to, but the way they kept scaling up eventually just turned it into.
I would love if there was just like a weird offshoot from like some other industry that are just like looking over at them like they are taking that way too seriously.
Guys, you gotta calm the fuck down.
You guys gotta calm the fuck down. Yeah.
But
That's an issue with it in general. It's just like how fucking wild the upscale it goes on how just like shit. Its levels are.
I mean, it's
the
true
stakes race wildly high.
it's true of any shonen anime, though. Like, I will say, when I was reading Naruto, I was like, what is everyone up to who's not a ninja? Do they exist?
I think,
Are there just not I mean, other than like the one samurai crew? Like,
oh damn, I would love a slice of life anime set in the Naruto universe.
that has nothing to fucking do with the ninja stuff.
You
You
find
just keep just seeing them fly through the trees and shit. Like, what the fuck?
you find
I fell
fucking-
in love with a ninja or something like that.
whoever first starts training, like someone who's super like recognizable. Like I forget it, the guy who starts training Naruto in the very first of it.
The forgettable dark-haired guy.
His first mentor who has the
Minotaur.
his first mentor, first mentor who has the like slash over his nose.
Yeah.
Like a slice of life of like his grandma. So So it's tangentially like in the same universe. You clearly know, like he shows up in like one episode and just like, hey, I brought you a cake or something, and now I gotta go train Naruto. And then the rest of it is just like her existing in the Leaf Village.
I mean, in some ways, that's kind of Way of the House Husband, which you need to fucking read if you have not, or watch.
I want to read it because I tried to watch it and I could not.
I haven't seen the anime, so I can't say. But
I could not
it's
hang with the
just normal everyday life, but with a former Yakuza guy, so it's got all of that like shonen Yakuza gang movie intensity at all times.
I got to get back on some slice of life anime. Now that I think about it, I love it.
So now that we've talked about literally every anime except for the one that we're recording, the Lunar Festival.
Lunar Festival was fun.
This is one of my favorite things. I should say I have an absolute adoration of food trucks. Fucking love a good food truck or a bad food truck. Like, as long as it'll give me something I like. So this was just automatically up my alley. Everything he made in the food truck, I want those rolls that like cook on the inside of the oven.
Xiao
Bao or something?
Xiao Bao.
I have no idea.
I forget how it's pronounced, but it looks so fucking good. And then the noodle thing that's basically a deconstructed version of that, but as a noodle dish.
Yeah, that was dope. That's what I was more interested in. Like, those were cool. And I would definitely eat the fuck out of those. But I was like, once I started playing with that idea, I was like, ooh, that's cool. Ooh,
I love it.
Ooh,
I just definitely
cool.
have a thing for any food that I can just hold in my hand and eat. I'm in. I'm a sandwiches, burritos.
Hell yes. And there's a thing that I really love that they focus on, and that is a thing I think my favorite thing of the whole series is just like his love for street food and like
making customers happy
with like food
Quick
they want to actually eat. Like what a normal human would actually fucking be able to afford.
As opposed to fucking Alice Knockery.
And well, like I actually do kind of like that is.
I like it, but like I just.
I very much loved her being paired up. Her and I have already forgotten his name, but the
Kurokaiba,
and all three of them.
Yeah,
they go by
Akira.
Yeah,
the three white coats is what they go by after that. For the
I loved
festival.
the three white coats. I wanted way more of seeing them fucking bickering. Just
again, like I keep reiterating, I would love to see a spin-off of everyone else, but like them.
the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
I'll really fight you on your dislike of Soma, but I agree that, I mean, we've talked about this. I think every character needs about 10 times more space than they're ever
gonna get
given. Yeah.
I think my other problem with Soma personally, and I don't think he's a bad character. I think my problem, my personal problem is, and my partner pointed it out, and I'm realizing that he's just so fucking arrogant.
Oh yeah, no, he's a dick.
And I don't like arrogance, so that's why he rubs me the wrong way. But like their fucking curry dish with a chocolate 3D printed thing way over the top, but also like
super fucking cool.
Super actually approachable from a culinary end, like for a small, like you just get 3D printed chocolate molds, and then you could easily, that's the thing you could mass produce and have just like in a cooler and top onto a curry dish, which that's a fucking baller use of gastromolecular gastronomy. Incorporated into a common use, like home cook kind of like comfort food that I am down to see.
This thing about the like small local comfort food, yada yada yada, I think is why Soma's arrogance doesn't bother me as much, because he tends to be arrogant against elitist shitbags.
That is, yeah.
And I am fucking down.
I was about to say, I think that's why I'm okay
classism.
with it.
Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. He is vain as fuck.
And
He's
I think
just that's
I think the
why
parts
I think
where
it
it
doesn't
rubs
bother
me
me.
wrong way is like where there's a later thing in the season where he just like goes off on his own to fucking challenge somebody in a food war without like they like eventually
the cover for him basically.
They cover for him, and then you later find out that like he had the confidence to go do that by himself because of everybody around him and the experience he had with him. But we can get into that later.
Yeah.
Back to the Lunar Festival. You get the number 6 seats.
Kuga.
Chef Kuga.
I want to say 6 because
6.
We start to meet more of the 10 here because creepy girl with the like slit eyes.
Ringo
is number 2. Pale-haired guy is number 1.
Kuga? Chef Kuga?
Chef Kuga is the guy, the Chinese cook that he goes up against.
Oh yeah, now I'm thinking of someone else.
Who weirds me out in the dub because they gave him a relatively deep voice, not like a super deep voice. But in the manga, when I was first reading it, I wasn't sure if Kuga was a boy or a girl. I didn't really care, but like that definitely colored. And then a definitely masculine voice being like, I'm just a cutie patootie. And I'm like, I don't hate it. But I'm having to like wrap my mind around it a little bit.
So I tried listening to more of the dub this time around because I was really curious, especially with how many characters there are now. I started getting really curious, like, oh, what do they sound like in the dub? Oh, what do they sound like? Oh, what do they sound like in the dub? Honestly, most of them I'm fine with. Most of them are.
It's a good dub. It's not.
I think the best two are
where it's really noticeably bad for me is when they are doing other country.
Oh, yeah.
When they're supposed to be
like
like
a French accent.
This is or an Italian accent in an English dub. And it's just like,
very
oh,
American.
wow. Okay.
It's like when I try and do it. Like,
I feel like honestly, two of the biggest characters, Soma and Megumi, are the best.
Oh yeah, I think they're spot on. I think they're
spot on. I think they're great. The part I started having problems with, and I don't know how much I could continue with the dub, is every single villain character is made more whiny and more nasally, and it doesn't match most of their animations.
But at the same time, most of the villains in this show are little bitches.
And that, I think, I don't know, because I've watched season 4, I know a little bit more of the villain's backstory, so I understand why they make him a little bit more of a whiny, nasally little bitch.
I have no sympathy for Azami whatsoever.
I have absolutely no sympathy for him whatsoever. He is a straight up bitch. And I want to just like literally slap him.
The problem I have with it is like he's constantly animated, even as like young him, as almost having like a dark presence around him.
I mean, they literally put creepy dark blackness around him a couple of times.
He's like, so far, I don't know where it ends up going, but in some ways is the most demonic character we have, and he sounds like a whiny fucking CEO in the English dub.
Oh, see, I always read that as like it's like a dark void, like almost like a black hole of just sadness. And not demonic.
For me, it was kind of try-hard emo, so I get where... And it could be from the
Try Hard Emo also tracks for me of like, I'm really into Death Note.
But sorry, we keep interrupting you, please.
But, and then like the original voice is like this booming, fucking like deep, almost like it's falling into a void itself.
I will introduce you to this world of cooking. And you're like, whoa!
Way more menacing in the Japanese dub.
I also...
That's not uncommon, though.
Only because I have to fucking edit podcasts every week. The mixing on the English dub is fucking terrible, and it's way more rich in the original.
Oh, also, yeah, I've noticed this simply from the the localization of it is fucking wild. Because we watch a lot of stuff just with subtitles in general because ADHD and it's easier to fucking read sometimes and fully understand the dialogue.
Well, the Nakaris are way more Valley Girl because they have to match lip flaps, and so they give them like. They say extra things that they don't say.
Yeah.
They're way more proper than they are.
It's wildly
way more proper.
Certain things are super, like, just like, you get like a wildly different take on the dub versus the subs.
I will say, I think the voice actress for Erna does a pretty good job. She does a pretty good, like, sassy elitist.
Yeah, I think some of it is literally just, like, the localization and having to match lip flaps. But some of it I was like, oh, what the fuck? Did you just say that I can't even?
I can't even.
No, that is not the character I've been fucking reading for the past whatever.
That's more Alice to me,
yeah.
But, okay, so we are obviously chomping at the bit to get to, like, Asami, and in my case, Erina, but, the thing about the Lunar Festival, I will say, Rindo, who we meet,
we do have to. There's a moment in the fucking Lunar Festival where basically can we just go brief over the thing that's like 3 days of a festival? He challenges Chef Kuga to a challenge of like, I'm going to beat you in this.
I'm going to make more money than you.
I'm going to make more money than you. You find out later that Kuga has a bet going with the number 1 seed that if he comes in number 1 all 3 days, he will get to do a challenge with the number 1 seed again. He's gunning to be number 1. He's really fucking baller. He's a great Chinese cook.
His stuff looked good.
He does like super spicy stuff. He has an arm. He has a legion of 3D animated.
One guy just on
Patriots.
eternal repeat.
Not only that, but it was, oh my god, they did a lot of like parodies of propaganda posters.
Oh, so many.
Oh, so many.
He's just the communist guy. It's just like 800 of the communist
He
guy.
is literally like fucking all of China, an unstoppable force that Soma's going up against with a single fucking cart.
Japan loves to put the unstoppable force of China against one scrappy little Japanese dude. It is like, man, if we're going to talk about propaganda, that's a Japanese favorite.
I mean, it works for me. It's a good story. And like, it's a slow go. Soma doesn't win the first day. He wins second, third. I don't remember.
He wins second, and on the third day,
He moves. He's
doesn't
not
really
in
matter.
the. He's not in the red in the second day, but he's not clear.
Oh, yeah, and it's the third day that he wins.
And third day he wins, which knocks out Kuga from being able to do his battle with number one. But Soma didn't fully beat him overall, so he doesn't actually win and all that stuff.
And then the plot takes off in completely different ways.
But the moment that I need to make sure that we touch on that, it's a fucking shonen, or it's an anime thing that it gets me. It fucking always gets me, and it's just like my heart swells with just like emotional, just like feels, and it's when everybody comes together to help them fucking like their shop. It's third day. His shop's getting wildly busy. They got the from the shopping center. They got the dude who runs the box lunch thing. Brought tables to set up for his
Megumi
cards.
gets someone to bring a bunch of fucking lanterns. And like, it's
Fucking Takami shows up, and he's he had already planned to have Subaru come back, and he did image training because he knew he was gonna need the help. And but like fucking everybody, Meat shows up, and she tried the meat buns once, so she knows how to do it perfectly. And it's just like, oh, you guys are all friends. Oh, you guys are all pulling together.
Meanwhile, the three white coats or whatever they're calling themselves are like, oh dear God, oh, why don't you come help us?
And they're struggling. The white coats of like trying. Well, they all completed in the fall selection, so they should not be struggling. They're also in the easy section of the fucking Lunar Festival areas, so they should be not struggling. They just got to get their heads together, and that just takes 3 days to do.
Kuro Kaiba has to learn to work with others, and the other two have to learn how to work in the real world.
Which oh my god, do I hate Kuro Kaiba so much in this fucking season? Wait, do I have the wrong character?
Akira is Spice Boy. Kuro Kaiba is Angry Man.
I mixed these two up. Akira, Spice Boy. I fucking hate him this season. Later on. But just like thinking...
The coat works for him. The coat with the like...
It's a fresh look, and he's a good fucking Vegeta-style like villain later on. But like... Thinking about this and the Lunar Festival and the setup of him with Alice and all of that, they did a real good job of setting him up to do a heel turn that I didn't realize how good a job they did. But that's the Lunar Festival in Canada.
Yeah, really, the only thing that ends is one, we meet Rindo, who is the second seat, and I kind of love her. And
she's pretty great.
The way that I will go through this is to just try every single restaurant. You would explode. But goals.
Yeah.
As someone who's only an okay cook, that's what I want to fucking do.
Well, and I feel like this is parsed out over the entire season, but especially through observations that her character makes, you start to realize that the structure of the 10 isn't so cut and dried. Mm-hmm. It's not that the number one is the best. It's that the number one kind of has the most, like...
Well, it's in the same way that, like...
to be the number one.
Jin and Saiba were the number one and number two, but it wasn't because one was a better cook, but it was because one covers
all of the... It checks all the boxes, including being, like, one of the best cooks, also does everything else. But I do really... I gotta look up his fucking his name for the number one seat, because I keep needing to know it, but he's an interesting character. Well,
and because everybody keeps pointing out that, what's his name? Fucking Naked Boy.
Ishiki.
Yeah. Ishiki's the number 4 seed?
And they're all like, yeah, you know you're only number 4 because you don't want to move up. Like, cause you don't give a
you
shit.
don't give a fuck.
No, he literally is just like too distracted by the possibility of like if they fail, they can just do whatever they want then at that point. He does not want to be here. He's literally only here because his friends at school are there. He is there to hang out with people and cook. And I love Ishiki more and more.
Yeah, especially my wife pointed out that Ishiki is pretty much the guy that was my first roommate in college, down to him randomly being like, "We're going to be naked now." Not in a sexual way, but
We're gonna be naked.
we're going to be naked and watch Star Wars. And I was always just like, yeah, all right.
Guess this is happening.
No other place in the world have I ever been body confident enough to be like, yeah, sounds great. Let's get naked and play some chess and watch Star Wars. Like, and I was like, no wonder I fucking love Ishiki so much. He's
so good.
During here, we meet number one seat, who is scary good at cooking, but is the most anxious bitch on earth.
I kind of fucking love him.
I love him. I kind of relate to his anxiety, the anxiety ends of it, of like needing to
Him and
control
Rindo
stuff.
so easily could have been portrayed as just villains, and neither one is at any point. They are obstacles. They are like antagonists, but they're not villains. Isami, who we will talk about in just a second, is a fucking villain. Fucking number 9 seat gang leader guy. Not number 9. The guy who plans everything. He went up against him in the with the chicken restaurant. Always wears the like leopard print shirt or something like that.
Aizen?
Aizen, yeah. Aizen is a villain. Those two are just scary good cooks with a very strange plan that's about to take over. Asami's plan is fuck knockers. Like it it's buck wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ringo invites them to go to the number one seats thing, and they see him do like a 9-course meal or something.
Ishii.
Yeah.
Ishii Tsukasa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he is like all about trying to perfect the ingredient down to its most ultimate form and have none of him show, which is very interesting. Like he does not want to be involved in he wants you to taste the food and the food alone.
It's very Andy Warhol without the pop art, but the problem is Andy Warhol's a bitch.
Yeah,
And Ishii kind of is too, but in different ways.
which why it works for like an antagonist.
And like I was really into Andy Warhol in college, and looking back now, I'm like, God, shut the fuck up. And I'm kind of the same way about Ishii. I like him. I think he's a really interesting character, but I want the personality of the person that's cooking.
I don't think
That's
I
me.
do.
That's
I know,
me.
yeah. And that's the
no.
thing, like, I don't think I do.
No,
Like,
I think I relate to him in certain aspects of it, but I don't want to be him.
Now, you also are more of you cook for a living. I do not. So, like, you know, at a restaurant, that might be a little different.
Like
Although
I also
want,
do
like,
like the
restaurant,
lowest, like one of the
yeah,
lowest
but
level
like
steaks.
still,
cooking
you're
for a
making
living.
sure that like it's standard across. While I'm like, what am I gonna do different with my nachos this time?
80% of the time, I'm mostly just making sure I'm not killing anybody. That's the other 20% of the time. If I'm lucky, I gotta be trying to make it taste good.
I mean, that's still more than, like, how many minutes was on that Hot Pocket that I do pretty
Okay, that's
often,
fair. My wife has made me a foodie. That's really what it is. Like CC cooking, and I'm like, I have to match CC cooking. Oh god damn it, I'm in Food Wars.
Oh God, I would love to do a food war with you.
Oh, you pants me, but it would be fun.
Right?
Here we meet as we go to Erina's
Yeah,
place.
Soma's not done. He wants to still
Right.
keep tasting, so he goes hoping to get a bite at Soma.
I'll
at
trade you a
Erina's.
bud, because he thinks that they're buddies at this point.
We
He's
find
just
out
over it.
that Erina has had a table reserved for Joichiro. Saiba, who she does not know is Soma's dad.
I forgot that she hadn't found that out yet.
Yeah, she doesn't know
God,
that
it takes
until
so
later.
fucking long for that to come together.
Oh my God, there's so much shit that comes together in this season that I wish they had gotten done in season 1. Specifically, her finding out this information, and 2, her getting to Kyokusei dorm, which spoiler for further.
See,
along.
I actually really love that it took this long of the build-up.
I like
Because
it.
once it happened, it was like, yep.
The build-up is good, but also, fuck me, dude, it needed to happen sooner.
Okay, before we go into this, because I mean, literally that's what's coming up next, we meet Asami, who is Erina's piece of shit, super abusive stepdad, not stepdad, regular dad.
Which the English dub refers to him as Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Yeah.
That might be what I'm bad with names in English, man.
But also, yeah, I'm just a white dude who lives in Montana, so I...
That's what they said. You're right. It's
mispronouncing
Ozzy.
Look, he's a piece of shit, but I'm kind of on board for part of his plan, because him bringing up them getting fucking kicked out of the school for all those different reasons is some bullshit that we've been talking about since the first time.
Yes, but they take the absolute wrong lesson. It's not that I think that Kyotse doesn't need, like... Not Kyotse.
Oh, no, it all gets taken way too far.
He gets the very wrong message from learning that burnout is bad and we need to address it, of like, oh, I'll fix this by making burnout an impossibility by fucking overcorrecting in every possible way.
By not teaching dick.
If his plan were to go into effect in this universe, there would not be a McDonald's.
Yeah.
There would not be...
Okay, don't make me agree with it for a second there.
There would not be... There would not be an Uptown Diner. There would not be a number one Euro.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the
there
problem.
There would not be your favorite hole in the wall. There would not be a Vera Donut. There would not be...
Anyone who's not in Missoula is like, those places sound interesting.
If you're in Missoula, you're understanding exactly what I'm putting down.
There's no Guy Fieri. There's no...
Yeah, no, he's the bad guy and way overcorrected, but I was just like... Okay, but you guys can learn from part of this.
There's also dates.
You guys can learn from part of this.
Yes, no, the school has problems. It has real problems.
Indeed.
But the two problems with his plan, which his plan is basically, I'm going to take over the world of cooking. I'm going to make it so you just learn the specific, perfect way to make a meal, and don't have to worry from there. One, I don't get why Rindo wants to do that in the first place, because she already, she's the weird food person. But, okay, it works in the short term, where this Council of 10 is being like, this is how you make this perfectly. But when they graduate, there will be no one else to take that place. It's such a long term, that plan falls apart almost immediately. And then two, you are basically banning anyone who makes under $100,000 a year
from eating. Yeah, you have to cook your own meals at home if you want to eat anything.
And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure he's even down with that.
Yeah. By the sounds of it,
it's just such
in season 4 they
shit.
talk about how he's even controlling fucking trade routes of people getting their supplies. So, it's not a long leap to him to control what people can buy in grocery stores.
Look, man, I work 60 hours a week. I don't have time to make your fucking weird... I just wanted a Hot Pocket.
It is 3 a.m. I just got done at work. I need fucking 16 McNuggets. I can't eat the other 4. I'm gonna give them to my dog. But just... give me my nuggies.
Yeah, when I'm going home from foam fighting and I can just feel my blood sugar crashing and I pull into Frugals and I'm like, all right, I need your fried cheese curds, I need your chicken nuggies, I need your fries.
Hell, fucking me and my partner just got takeout the other night because we both got our flu shots and had just worked both 8-hour days and we did not want to cook, so we were just picked up some number 1 Euro.
My wife and I's relationship is... Oh, God, you live so close to number 1 Euro. I'm so jealous. My wife and I's relationship is literally based on the LD, on El Diablo, which is a local hipster burrito joint. It came up in our wedding vows. Nah, Azami, fuck all the way off with your weird Snape plans.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he can fuck off with his plans. I just hope that the other side's listening. That's
I'm
the point
100%
I'm
in
with
the scale of everything that's wrong with... I keep wanting to say Kyotse, but that's the door.
Totsuki.
Totsuki, thank you.
So yeah, he takes over. He's basically rewriting, and and basically you see him give an address saying that he's taking over, even though he's banned from campus and was told he's not allowed to use the Nakri name by his father.
Because he marries into it.
Did he marry into it?
Yes.
Yeah. I did not realize that. Okay, then do we ever find out who Alice's mom is? Not Alice.
Welcome to season 5.
Mom? Oh, season 5.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'm excited to get to season 5.
The extra season.
Oh, is that literally the only reason season 5 got made? Okay.
Yeah, kind of. We'll get to that when we get to season 5. The important thing I think of here, beyond the fact that he fires cooking Dumbledore, and look, I can't not Harry Potter this show. It's just how my brain is set up. Oh, we're doing a school-based of, like, whatever magical thing. Time for Harry Potter world.
I want to find a different analog for that.
I'm working on it, but
like a one-to-one analog, but I can't think of anything.
I'm working on finding other representations. But I read Harry Potter when I was 9. Like,
I know.
some things are just wired in.
I also am struggling with the same issue.
But old grandfather guy gets kicked out because he convinces the Council of 10.
Dean Knockery.
Dean Knockery gets kicked out because now Dean Hazami convinces the Council of 10 to overthrow him because the Council of 10, the student government, has far too much power.
Yeah, the student government has authority over the entire school.
I'm all in favor of student government having real control in schools. Let teens have real stakes.
Let the people who are like being affected by their shit actually have stakes.
And even be able to threaten the principal's job if they're a shit principal. But
this much power
too far here.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an overcorrection. They need some checks and balances. Just some checks and balances here.
But probably most important of this is we find out that this dude abused the absolute living shit out of Erina, and that's why she's
the way she is,
the cold-hearted bitch that she is,
and like instills in her
so much.
Instills in her the idea that if food is not absolutely 100% the most delicious perfectness, it is
in a very specific way.
In a very specific way.
Then it's garbage.
Then it's absolute garbage and needs to be thrown away, destroyed. It should not be eaten by anybody. It's not wasting because it's just trash already.
This is the bit that I've been waiting for, though, not because I wanted to watch it again, but because neither one of you had any fondness for Erina.
Oh, now I love her.
Knew where the switchover was going to happen, if it was going to happen.
I don't
here's
love
the thing,
her, but
I still don't love her. Like, it's
I don't
just
love
like,
her,
okay,
but,
I
like,
get
she's
where
a
it came
significantly
from.
better character immediately.
I'm way more accepting of her, and I also like her interactions with everybody more now.
And that's the bit. Alice and Secretary Girl break her out from under her father's control after he seizes control of everything, and she runs away to Kyotse dorm. Not on purpose, but the character growth Erina needed was to suddenly not be the queen bitch of everything.
Yes. They're running away. It's Kirikaiba and Alice.
And Alice and Secretary Girl, whose name I've forgotten again.
I listened to our previous episode and we referred to her as Secretary. I want to say her name.
Arato.
Harato.
Yeah.
But we referred to her as Secretary Girl the whole time, and this started to piss off my partner Kat because it was like, why do you not use her name? And then we started watching season 3, and it's because they literally call her Miss Secretary all the fucking time.
Well, and there's so many characters that I mostly am like, the
Spice Boy,
the smoker kid with the eyes covered.
So we got to pass on that just because they do it in the episodes.
The kid that's always gonna die.
Oh yeah.
They always throw parties in his room.
Oh,
he's always like
Shinji. No,
Shinji.
That might be a different character.
That might be the smoker guy. The girl that's always getting him fucked up because she's a fermentation queen. Like, literally outside of, like, the 5 main characters.
I don't remember.
I don't really have names down. I have what they do.
Yeah.
But then they rug into Megami, who takes them back to Kyokuchi dorm, and then they realize that this is where she can stay and be hidden from her dad. She's going to live there, and it's going to be cool.
But this is where we get the kind of the character growth, and we get connections in a way that I didn't know I was going to appreciate. Like, her with the hunter girl. Who starts
Yuki.
calling her Yuki, who suddenly starts calling her Erina-chi. And,
in the English dub, it's Erina Poo, and it's
Erina Poo.
so cute. And I was like, oh, this, okay. So she's terrible because has a bunch of trauma, okay. And she's going to meet friends, and she's going to be better.
Learning how to interact with people. She literally didn't know how to do that. That's why she was being a queen bitch.
I don't hate her anymore.
Or the ones I didn't expect to like is her with the 2 idiot broskies. The himbos who start calling her Knockery Babe in the dub, and
I did not switch over to the dub for that.
And I was like, okay,
part.
so you can't call her that. I think they eventually switch over to Erina Poo as well, but Kyotse is just like, nope, she's ours now.
which like, and then substantially, Osmi shuts down all the clubs and research societies at this point.
He's Dolores Umbridging it. I'm sorry. It's just it's book 5 of Harry Potter.
And subsequently also Kyokusei Dorm is under possible, basically we're giving you notice. You've run autonomously up to now, but this is still on campus grounds. We're gonna evict you. You can appeal.
But welcome to the fucking elitism of this thing. These people will literally be homeless. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
So yeah, he's also going to shut down the Xiaomi seminar where Spice Boy and June are at. They're going to shut down.
I love that we have June's name, but Akira we can't fucking.
Well, the June
is.
It
doesn't hurt that my boss's name's June. Like
I stole the words from my mouth. That's what I was going to say. As we know a June, but also like they're going to shut down Bowl Society. They're going to shut down the Advanced Culinary Research Society that apparently we find out Alice is the fucking head of, and she didn't even know. Idea. She only found out because she was the head of it, and they had to inform her that they're shutting it down.
I
fucking love that.
The research society that the boy who's always going to die, that they party in his room, that we can't remember his name.
Oh, right. Like the historical research.
Zenji? I think it was Zenji. And then...
What is the club that is... They're always the big guys. We see Erina rock them in the first one, and they're like...
it is a... it's a sumo dish.
Yeah.
But I forget what it's called, but it's basically like a very intensely filling stew that is... pivotal to sumo culture, because it's basically like you eat this stew and you have basically all the nutrients you need, but it's also part of like the whole. It's a cultural thing in that
it's a part of the whole art.
They develop it as it's like part of their diet, and also like it's a thing of in their eating it is a thing of respect and levels of their sumo. I don't know enough about it to talk about it, but I know that it's fucking super
interesting. Know a lot more than I did. But like that poor club.
When I Google sumo soup.
Man, that could take you down some dark roads.
Safe search Sean.
But like that poor club that gets fucking crucified.
Because they don't want to give up their fucking soup.
I just...
Chankonabe?
Yeah.
Can we just have one fucking parent called during any of this other than Dinazami? Being like, you did what to my son?
That is the other thing that I had to keep reminding
Who looks 40?
That I had to keep suspending my disbelief on, and that this is a high school. These are children. Unless, are you not a child in high school in Japan? Is this a thing I don't know about? Do you become an adult at high school?
No, I'm pretty sure you're still a kid.
Okay, because
the adult teen
distinction?
Child distinctions are a little more fluid in Japan from what I can tell, but I also don't know enough about Japan to even remotely pretend to be able to do that accurately.
And it could be a narrative thing of anime in that, like, they're talking about the transitional period of teen into adulthood, so their target audience being teens, they're going to give them more autonomy.
Well, I mean, Harry Potter changes. Like, I will stop doing Harry Potter, but on this one, literally, like...
Nah, that's fine.
Overthrows the government at one point.
Exactly. So it's understandable that, like, any YA fiction, you're going to have them going up against wildly unrealistic
scale.
Well, I mean, in some ways, this... Like, everything is so blown crazily out of proportion, and we keep talking about, like, this has way too much power, this is fucking nuts, they go way overboard here. It's all kind of what it feels like to a teenager.
But they're also,
everything feels like the biggest deal in the world.
To be fucking wildly high-end stuff. Like, they're, like, talking, like, Shino, the former number 3 seats that they did the stagiaire with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has Michelin stars, essentially, like, or this world equivalent. He has like 2-3 stars, which is
wild. That's some of the best in the world.
That's fucking way up there. In sports terms, we're talking high Olympic level. We're talking World Series. We're talking Super Bowl level. This is like fucking top of the tops. So that's where they're trying to shoot to put all of their students at, I guess. So I get the leveling of it.
Well, it's kind of like, we've talked...
We're talking $1,000 plates at these restaurants.
It's kind of like when people get annoyed at, like, 2-year-olds that are crying, being like, they're acting it's like their worst day ever. It might be.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they've only had so many days.
On the scale of days, like there's a significantly high percent chance. So everything feels huge. So you're right. Like for a teenager,
all
everything
feels
feels
like
huge.
this.
It feels like end of the world when you have a crush on so and so, and Judy doesn't have a crush on you back. I don't know why I made up the name Judy. I have never met a Judy in my life.
I think it's 2 steps away from June, which is one we were just mentioning.
Fair. So it makes sense for a show that's depicting people at that level to just up the stakes to match that, which is a really interesting way to define shonen as opposed to just they like go big or go home. No, there's deep philosophical reasons behind it, not because explosions are fun.
Well, I think it works as a fucking genre
It's
for
actually
several goddamn decades because...
No, this is actually making me completely re-examine everything, all the shonen I've been reading in the back of my head.
Well, and it's one of the wonders you can do with animation, too, is make things look the way they feel.
It also explains why everything's so horny in shonen.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
But all of this is also the reason why I like Big Mouth, which even get completely off of, like, anime, but stay on animation. Like, they use the animation to up the stakes to what it feels like, even if it's not realistic.
Yeah, it's got a sense of, for lacking a better phrasing of it, but like a sense of realism within a sense of magical realism. Like
there's truth within the fantasy.
Yes.
They're
shutting down all the things. Then they basically the 10 gives them the option of food wars to.
They're like, technically, you can food wars for it.
Oh right, here's where we meet the shitty forgettable Team Rocket wannabes.
Yeah,
and also we come back to the
Alchemist.
Yeah,
but right before that we get they form Central, which is their new, like, here's our big evil group. And the, like, soon-to-be numbers of the 10, if they follow along, like, mini-bosses for them to fight, who all have the most rejected Pokemon gym leader designs of, like, all fucking time.
Oh, they look like fucking very much like they were one of the teams in the Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, I'm a villain in Metabots, let's do this.
We were one of the teams that you see get murdered that didn't actually fight Team Yusuke. But
to show the enemy is
how fucking fierce they were.
I'm so fucking fascinated that every other minion in this school wears the exact same thing, and then this dude pops up and he's got a cross with pointy bits like swinging from his ear on like a 2-foot chain. You are in a kitchen. That is not safe.
Not at all.
Like, Kurakaiba's super long, like, scarf thing he wears was bad enough, but you are like, no. You take that off and put on some non-slip shoes. I hate non-slip shoes so much.
I hate them, but I love your appreciation for safety.
Oh, I almost never wear them. Please never let my bosses listen to this show.
Just dressing note just makes me think of with how often Meat works with meat. All just the fat
she
splatters.
Straight up stresses me out.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters, but there's
a lot of oil splattering.
That's one of Kat's biggest problems with the series as well, is just like Meat's wardrobe. Beyond it being super fan servicey, her number one was like, she's cooking meat. She's
be one thing if you're doing like tropical drinks and fruit salads, like that would explain the whole motif.
I get it in that, like, it's hot by a grill, you want to be cool.
Wear a fucking apron though, like
yeah. You can at least
have
wear
you
an
gotten
apron,
a grease
cover
burn?
the front, got the naked back. Ishii's got it covered. Ishii understands.
Yeah.
But he puts a cover, he got an apron on, he makes sure he's not going to get 3rd-degree burns. Okay, having accidentally gotten I was cooking and I was only wearing a hoodie, but it was zipped up and not completely zipped up, and I tasted
Food
some
got
hot
inside.
sauce, and I've gotten a 3rd-degree burn, not 3rd-degree, but like really nasty burns on my chest. It's not fun.
Yeah, no, it's
Not
the worst.
Good. So cover up. Meat, goddamn it, cover up. Put some clothes on.
I agree. I just really love her as a character, so here's where we are.
Yeah. Just while you're cooking, just wear an apron. That's all I need. Put on a
we
chef
get
coat.
some good fights here. They're enjoyable. None of the food sticks out to me.
Honestly, I was trying to remember, like, what dish did I like most from the season. I was like, I didn't really watch this season for the food. I watched it because everybody coming together and then, like, fighting for each other and, like, finding out more backstories on the characters.
The food cart has the most memorable food of the season.
Although,
I mean,
what Soma makes for his food war to save Kyokusei, which, before we get into that, basically we see that, I forget what his name is, but the alchemist guy who... Aizen. We see him in the Chicken Wars episodes. He apparently gives recommendations. He's an advisor.
He's been a recurring villain for a while.
He's taking on challenges, but he's basically bought off the chefs. You see him go up against the Skewer Society, and before they even taste anything, the scoreboard has him win. And he's basically trying to say he'll take on any challengers, but I've already bought off the chefs.
Perfidy. Villainy.
And just Soma's like, well, fuck it, I'll still go. I can make a dish so good they can't deny it. Which,
in fairness, in the world of Food Wars, where your clothes will literally explode off if the food is good enough,
it's kind of...
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but this is why my partner Kat and I also was like, fuck you, man, this is an arrogant move. Like, you literally just saw him get by off everybody, and you're just like, well, fuck it, I'm special enough, I can do it myself.
Everyone's got their places where suspension of disbelief shuts off. And I can understand why that's one for you.
Apparently that was me. But they
claw it back later.
They claw it back later by, like, showing because of his experiences in Kyokusei, he's able to win this fucking thing. So, like, that dish he makes, I forget what it's called, but it's like the stuffed chicken wing that's fried in a pan.
Ooh, that looked good. With the Parmesan
and ketchup, sweet and sour sauce. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, that one I was into.
I want.
I do love that Ishiki shows up at the end of that, was like, I knew you would do this, Soma. Like, fuck, you're predictable, man.
It was a gyoza dish.
Okay,
yeah, I wanted to try that one. That was... it looks like more effort than I tend to want to put into food. If I have to stuff something, I'm automatically less interested.
But I feel like that would be like a lot of prep work for it's kind of like a get it stuffed, set aside, come back, and you can fry it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that sounded good. That was what I think that might be from the season, the thing I most rememberably want to eat. But yeah, he wins. The other guy put together a dish, but mostly just because he had to. And if he actually tried, someone probably would have lost. We find out.
You gotta show that dick what's what.
Exactly. But Soma wins. Kyokusei is... In the background, you find out that they have a bunch of fucking anti-riot squad gear.
That was fucking dope.
I really want old school Kyokusei prequel.
Well, it was funny too because they had made it like a really offhand reference to the old days in like season 2.
Yeah.
And I just had not thought about it again. And then they were like, no, we had these from the old days. And I was like, oh, that's right.
Oh, right. They talk about it like her fermentation room, the garden that they pick out, the fucking area that Yuki uses for her wild game. All of that was built during the that one age, and they fucking had to fight and scrap to win it. Hardcore.
You're like, oh, that's extremely literal.
Literally. They have fucking smoke bombs, riot shields and helmets, and fucking fire hoses, and they're fighting off an incursion of ne'er-do-well gang kids that I forgot his name already again, but the guy Soma's battling. Aizan. While he's battling him, he wins. They ensure that Kyokusei is still a thing. And then I forget what else. And then I think that's when Erina. This is when after that is when Erina finds out that Soma.
Yes, because Dinasami shows up again, explains more of his plan, which continues to be dumb.
It's like, I did this because of Joichiro Saiba.
A chef that I respect. He's like, oh, Dad.
Oh, yeah, that guy?
Hey, Pop.
Joichiro Saiba's my dad. You did that for my dad? He's my dad.
And then Erina's
just like walks in as he says this. And then he made that might actually be the dish I want to try the most is the
here's where
tempura fried egg.
Here's where he grows. We are reaching the point where he's not always the best chef and everything, but it is more and more consistently his food is the food I want to eat most. Well, that wasn't true in season 1. I wanted to eat it a lot, but it wasn't always like the winner as much as it is here.
The venison dishes I wanted to try.
Fucking have to laugh at that one though, as they're like, "Oh my god, venison!" I've cooked venison a bunch.
This
it's
season,
not that hard.
you get to see how very Japanese the show is when they talk about some of the American stuff. Like they touch on the Cajun spices.
That fucking destroys me every time.
Also, they touch on bear, which is very fucking funny because I was just talking to my doctor this week. She and her partner got a bear.
Yeah.
This week.
I've cooked bear.
And evidently, like, bear in this area is not nearly as, like, grotesquely smelly.
The biggest thing about bear is what it eats really strongly affects how it tastes
diet.
and what it smells.
It will
so,
yeah.
if it's eating a lot of meat, it's much more likely to be smelling more gamey, while stuff around here is a lot of
Way
everything.
more herbivore.
A lot more berries and stuff being a huge part of its diet. I mean, it still has... plenty of meat.
Yeah,
but
it's not the same proportion.
Yeah, so I was like, fucking, I mean, okay, in my
case... You get
case...
lucky the bear wandered into a huckleberry patch right beforehand.
In my case, it's different because I just rolled out the sausages that Cece made and was like, look what I cooked, when she gets like 90% of the credit for that one. But it is like, bear, this is unbeatable. Like, fuck off, man. Like, just cook the bear.
Yeah. So the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had in my entire life, made with bear lard.
Interesting.
I don't know how. I didn't make them. It was while I was at college. My roommate got a care package from his mom.
And that's the thing. Evidently, like, butter's so prevalent for everybody's, like, knowledge of cooking just because it's so readily available. But, like, fucking evidently, you can just use whatever to do that. Like, like... I've been told stories about uncles who would make cookies using bacon grease.
Oh yeah, that's
because it's just they would save their bacon grease every time they cooked bacon. They put it into a jar into their fridge and just kept it in there. And then
I had a roommate that saved bacon grease, but he didn't save it in the jar in the fridge. So I was like, no, this is disgusting. You have to throw this away.
Oh, like I've done that in points where I just had like a can that I kept out.
Yeah, but he cooked with it.
Oh yeah, no, that's my trash receptacle versus my jar, which goes into the fridge, which is kept cold and not rancid.
We didn't always have one, but at different times growing up, my dad would occasionally store up like a Folgers can of bacon grease that he would cook with at times.
And see, I've only ever done it with savory stuff, or like with incorporated anything that's going to be pork based or something.
Which makes sense.
I like frying up onions in it and shit.
Yeah,
ooh, I'm into that.
Or like savory stuff I've done. Like
I want to learn to make savory pies, but that's just because I've been watching Great British Bake Off. Like meat pies, I've never really tried, but
neither have I. That'd be good.
Okay, we are an hour and a half in. We're only about halfway through the season.
But a lot of the rest is just that weird last part where we don't see most of what happens unless it happens to Soma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the character development time. Is the
it's
first
Aaron
half.
that goes into basically we're gonna fucking do a boot camp of prepping you to pass your.
I wish that would have been a little bit more drawn out, but I kind of understand why they didn't, because it was literally her just spouting like legit straight information about like local mushroom species and shit.
And
but
then
like
just
you
exaggerated
weirdos
shots of everybody passed out in her and Dominatrix secretary outfit.
They were really into the dominatrix teacher look. But I mean, this is the point where Aaron is like, you fucking weirdos have won me over to your style of freewheeling cooking. Let's save
I'm still going to tell you your dishes suck. I'm just not going to crash the fucking plate afterwards.
Everybody's been force feeding her their meals. Like, well, God Tongue's here in Kyokse, so let's fucking utilize it.
You know what? You say force feeding, but if paying rent is trying the food and being like, this needs work, this is working, give me that life.
Hell yes. Yeah. But at the start of it, for her, it's very much force feeding because she's just continually like, you did this wrong. And then like, I told you how to fix it and you did the opposite.
But it is better. So like that's...
In the middle, I can't remember exactly what number it is, but it's in that whole last segment that we get my favorite episode where you get the backstory with more Joichiro, with basically what happened to Joichiro.
Oh yeah, that
I think that's been my favorite episode of the series so far.
With you, real quick to lead up to that, they start going across. They're taken by train from place to place to place. They have to pass each one of these tests to graduate.
And each of the tests getting progressively more and more fucked and unfair for them. It starts out
To a certain point.
To a certain point. It starts out where like they have to do a salmon dish and they don't have time to go.
They have shit salmon.
They're given like absolute trash salmon, but they have time and know the area well enough because of Erina's training to go find a freeze brined summer salmon, and they're able to pull it out because fucking Kurakawa knows salmon and fish super great. They pass that test. They move on. They go last in a
given nothing but potatoes,
and potato starch, and are able to pull out a ramen dish out of it.
And then they mostly get beaten by you have to face a member of the 10.
Yeah, but then it turns out that they split up the whole rebel group at that point. It's then just Megami, Takami, and Erina and Soma. Everyone else gets branched off, and then they're basically like, you're going to now have to fight one of the 10. This is the next stage of your...
This is the point, though, where I've been talking about they have so many characters that they kind of get left behind. Pretty much any character beyond, like, those 4 and the ones that will enter in later, they're just kind of done.
Yeah.
Most of their stories are finished.
You see no Subaru again. I think that's his name, the guy who...
Mimasaka, you'll see next season, but that's not important yet.
Yeah, he comes back a little bit later, but, like... You don't see fucking the Chinese cooking girl who is like trying to take over her family business. A few background shots. Meat has peaked.
The younger, the bigger Aldini brother, whichever age he was.
He's along for the ride because it's weird that he
Isami Aldini.
It would be weird that if Isami wasn't there, and Takami was in the.
But he mostly exists now for like level of Takami. It's kind of like that point in Dragon Ball, or I guess Dragon Ball Z, where anyone who's not a Saiyan can't keep up anymore.
Right, it's, Bleach, it's when his original group of friends just completely fade to, we're not going to see you for about 200 issues.
Yeah, Krillin, it's just time to retire. Like, Yamcha knows what's what. And I feel for them. But, like, this is the point, and it works kind of in favor of the show because it suddenly has time to focus on the characters a little more. But I miss the more interesting characters who have now been left behind.
Yeah.
And then we end up with the Regimental Food War, which
we do have the whole bear thing first.
Oh, yeah.
Soma has to go up against Akira, and it's basically his last stage of it is he's going up a number of the seed, which I forget where Akira is. He's 10th seed. And it turns out that he's heel turned, he's working for Central. It's all like... He very much lost the thread of what he was trying to do, of trying to protect the Shiomi seminar. And
I have to do this to protect June, but I've now alienated June.
I now fucked over June completely so I can protect June. But like their challenge is bear. He comes up with a Cajun spice blend of that's.
In fairness, sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Cajun is a very good recipe for bear.
Cajun spice blend on a chicken fried bear?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. That's the one I want. That's
chicken fried bear.
Hell yes.
As a fan of chicken fried steak and then feeling like I'm going to die afterwards. Like.
And then his sauce that he comes up with I forget what it is, but it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
He uses bear stock or something. He like uses bear to thing. But like Soma does essentially the similar thing, but he uses...
Oh, he did a juniper berry gravy.
Yeah, that's right. He uses juniper berry.
Sounds fine.
And Soma does another bear dish. It's a fried one. This is where we have to touch on this. This is where they canonly bring up that the Nakari family has this...
The disrobing is like goes beyond just them.
It's not meta-narrative of like this is a visual representation of them enjoying the food. They literally are actually disrobing.
Well, we knew that with like the dean.
Yes, but that always felt like he was just like taking off his thing. Just like, whew. Like because he's wearing just a robe, like an old school style like robe that's tied around him.
But they make it literal.
This is where. Easily. Where in which we have like scenes of people whose clothing are being exploded off of them, where you have women and men who are wearing like full 6-piece suits that are now shredded, and then in the scene later somehow it's back on them.
Yes, luckily everyone around the dean is rich as fuck.
But also like you have literally in fiction canonized that these people are literally being disrobed. And I need to bring this up because season 4 shit will happen.
Season 5, it gets worse, but that's
Oh,
what we're
no.
going on.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No, from here on out, scale just goes up. I said that there's nice to have like those valleys to breathe. Fuck it, they don't think so anymore.
So it's the back half of the Codex Alera?
Yep. Here we get, they agree to regimental food war. If they win, they'll take over the Council of 10, save everyone that's been expelled, kick out Dinazami. If they lose, Erina works for her dad forever in what is straight up slave labor. Like, this is Scientology's 1 billion year contract horseshit.
Super abusive, super controlling, super fucking just like...
Fucked.
Call the police.
Yeah.
I don't even like the police. This is the kind of place where you call the police.
Which, like... Also, Saiba would also have to work for him, too.
Yes.
Which...
Right.
That seems like over-sweetening the pot. Like, he doesn't have this... Like, his goal does not work without Erina. And Erina does now have the confidence to say no. She should just fucking bounce. Like, she could just end this whole thing by just like, well, I won't play your game, actually.
Fuck all the way off. Oh, God.
I'm gonna go work in Yukihiras for a little while. You can fuck off.
How it should have ended, Erina. Peace.
My daughter, we're gonna
hit
do
the
this.
bricks.
No. Here's where we learn the origin story of Jin, Saiba, and Azami, who's now just a part of this, and everyone's failed to mention him for...
Yeah, it turns out that they were all in the same class, and...
Top three?
Top 3 seats, plus in the same year. This is also where June is, and then a couple other people that they mentioned, but I imagine we'll come back. I don't fucking know.
Well, June's younger, too.
Yeah, she's younger, but she is in the same... she is on the council at the same time. I think she might be... But I think she's in the same year as... no, she's a year below.
She's a year, maybe 2 years below? No, a year below.
Something like that. Doesn't matter entirely. But, like, they're all on the council of 10. Jorichiro is basically just, like, climbing the ladder and is fucking amazing at everything he does. He wins every food war he's only number 2 because he has no interest in any of the paperwork that is entailed of being on the Council of 10.
It's that thing of it that drives me nuts when people are like, oh, I wish I could draw. I can't even draw a straight line. Like,
Grab a ruler.
I mean, 1, neither can I. 2, this isn't just natural fucking God-given talent. This is years and years of work to do this thing. I've used drawing there, but it's true with anything you get good at.
But he is amazing at this point, and he is better than everyone else in his class.
But what I mean is everyone's just like, oh, he's a genius. Oh, I wish I could draw. Oh, I wish I could.
And just like so fucking breathlessly expecting this level from him constantly. You've topped yourself before, so what's next? Oh, that was delicious. What do you have for me?
Oh, the whole section kind of reminded me. I feel like we talk about it more with movie makers these days because it's like, Taika does fucking Ragnarok. A lot of people don't seem to like Love and Thunder. I haven't watched it yet. Seems like a fine movie. It's just it's not
Ragnarok,
which we knew, which is fine. Most people never make Thor Ragnarok.
Or Jordan Peele. Ever since he made Get Out, every movie that's come out ever since, what I hear is, well, it's not Get Out.
I mean, Get Out is a completely different thing for me. I think he has not done a bad movie since, but I don't think that...
But it's still... Everything he does is going to be like, they expect it to be Get Out or better, and when it's not, you can hear the tinge of disappointment in their voice.
And see, I'm never disappointed with his work is where I'm at, I guess. In that, like, I know it's always going to be fucking phenomenal. I think Get Out is a special case in that I feel like it is such a quintessentially, like...
I think it's why Lynn
benchmark.
stopped doing Broadway performances after Hamilton. He's like, well, I can't top that, so I should get really good at doing other stuff instead.
I think he also just got fucking busy with other stuff, too. Because he's fucking movies, bunch of other movies, adapting his 2 things into movie adaptations.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's busy. He's doing great stuff.
But also, I understand, like, hey, fucking leave him wanting more. If you're out on top, leave him on top if you can. So I get that. But Joe Reacher is getting burnt out, basically, because he's literally just reaching new heights left and right, and everyone's just like, well, yeah, shit, keep going.
Keep going.
He loses all track of what he's doing. Like, here's my targets. I don't have those targets anymore. I beat 50 students at once.
Yeah, it's so much that he's getting into like this the blue, which is I forget they call it in the English dub. I forgot what it's called, but it's like
young brilliant asshole tournament.
The world's greatest chefs under some age, basically. And like
it's times 30 under 30.
For
Let's
cooks.
Shonen cook style.
100%. And so much so that like people are like, hey, do a food war with me for that spot because fuck you. And he's like, well, with that disrespect in your mouth, I'll take on you and everybody else in a regimental food war. All at once, by myself. No help.
I'm going to destroy you.
And I'm going to destroy you. And I'm literally going to just like...
Not even break a sweat.
I'm not going to break a sweat, and I'm literally going to fucking wreck your shit beyond your even understanding of what you could have your shit be wrecked on. I am but a god to you now because you've decided. And then you realize that he can't keep going because he is still just a man.
Well, and it's a nice warning of what Soma needs to be careful of because it's never even occurred to Soma to like stop and breathe.
Although I just love that entire episode. I feel like it reframes
really well done.
Like it doesn't make Azumi any more sympathetic by any means, but you understand where he came from.
Yeah, you understand why he's doing it.
His
friends
It's twisted, but you see where it came from.
You get it.
I was going to say the only problem with Azumi, but no, the wild abuse is the problem with Azumi. Outside of the abuse, the problem with Azumi is he takes the wrong lesson from every lesson he's ever shown.
Which I don't get. The problem is that I don't get. We're not shown why he decides to take the wrong
Because
lesson.
he's a little try-hard bitch.
Okay, there it is. I forgot about that.
But it also reframes a lot of what we've seen from Joichiro.
We will get more Joichiro, I'm assuming, in season 4. I thought it was...
I think so, a little bit.
About Soma's mother?
No.
That's coming up. That should be... Okay, we'll get to it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of the show. But that's apparently not for a while.
So to wrap up the season, they do a couple trial battles with on the train to the regimental food war.
That was fun, where they got to the point where they're all like, your food's better.
Yeah,
your food's better.
Watching Erina say someone else's food was better than hers is a character benchmark that we've needed to see.
And getting to see them describe like how their process inspired them and seeing them trying to verbalize it of like, it's like seeing a jazz trio influencing each other and working off of each other and building up to a beautiful piece of music versus yours is like 3 experimental avant-garde artists who are just like fucking shit up, but somehow you manage to fuck it all up into a beautiful work of art. And they get to learn a bit more about like working together and like and that this is where you see Erina actually like really truly be inspired and like be free form in cooking and like
This is the first time we see her try.
I understand what you guys are doing, and I am going to try to get fucking weird with it, too.
I did want to eat both of those things.
Yes, they both look very good. Then we go into the Regimental Food War, which is basically, we see the first card of it, which is 3 versus 3. It is Soma, you see Ishiki going up, and you see a former number 10 who Soma has roped in to work with them.
Was he sushi guy?
They don't go into him enough, but I think I think he's ramen guy.
Ramen guy, that's it.
Sushi's guy's on the 10 still.
That's it. Soma goes up against Ishiki's old
cousin, some family relation.
Yeah, kind of like mob families changing sons over or whatever, but like...
Yeah, like he went and lived with her family for a while and learned to cook while living with her.
I wanted more with her.
She's traditional Japanese cooking and specializes in soba noodles, which Soma fucking unluckily pulls out of the round card for what their dish is going to be for the thing. You have Ishiki going up against...
forgettable Italian chef number 7, Fabio.
Who's completely modeled after the other Italian chef that we see in
Which was pretty
2.
funny.
Like, it's basically he's his idol and he wants to look exactly like him. And then former number Samad Seat, who is the ramen champion, is going up against new number Seat, but basically that...
We don't get any time with those two because
literally
it's not
just
important
like,
to the story
It's
yet.
like, Oh, he lost too. Okay.
Oh yeah, that he won.
Yeah.
Soma.
Here's where we
Moving on.
learn about Ishiki and the fact that he's like Soma in that, or I guess like Joichiro, he's a natural genius. He's just good at whatever he wants to do. The difference between Ishiki and Joichiro is Joichiro always wants to be what's next. Ishiki don't give a fuck.
And
It's
he learned that from his just from being inspired of how much she put into her energy of trying to learn shit. And it was just like, oh shit, she loves Soba so much. Cooking's fun.
Yeah.
How can I cook and be naked as much as I can?
But it's a... Ishiki would almost be happier if they did lose. He just wants his little, like, Charlie Manson commune out there in the middle of nowhere. I shouldn't use Charles Manson on that one, but
Not a lot of good notable
Ishki's
comedies.
Jonestown.
not Jonestown. That's a different thing. The problem is I listened to a podcast that argued that Charles
Rico.
Manson really, if they just stopped taking so much acid, no murders would have happened. He just wanted to go live out in the desert with his hot ladies. That's all Ishiki wants, except on a farm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the river that he'll build himself if he has to.
I think Ishiki, and I don't even really remember what it was fish of some kind.
Eel.
Eel, that's it.
Eel. Yeah.
And then I don't even remember what they go on in the third batch because it doesn't matter. It's
Soma
literally
wins because he's able to, instead of being like everything must be by the book, show how to do it perfectly, he's able to adapt to situations. Ishiki wins because fake Fabio is
trash.
a dick.
Yeah.
Is trash, yes, that's the best way of putting it.
Talking trash about someone that you were trying to challenge and then immediately talking more trash.
I like, and this is where I relate to Ishiki, he talks trash about Ishiki and he's like, okay, whatever. He talks trash about Ishiki's friends. He's like, well, it's time for murder now.
Yeah.
Hey Fabio, will you do me a favor?
Die.
Shut up. It's like he doesn't. It's not a quite shut the fuck up, but it's something along those lines. But it's damn. It's like Ishiki. I didn't know you could be serious.
It's shut up, but the fuck is implied in the way he says it.
It's
Shut up.
exactly. And I think that's it for the season.
Yep.
Yeah, they win and they're like, cool, on to the next card. Next season.
Yeah.
Because they really like doing that. They're a believer in the cliffhanger.
I don't know. I feel like we kind of just I fucking loved this season.
Oh, it's so
Bro,
good.
dude, it's so good.
I might put on season 4 when I get home. I was going to watch.
I will
something
say
else,
season
but
4 is only a 12-episode season, so it is one that's shorter.
Ooh.
But both the season 4 and season 5 are 12 episodes, whereas season 3 was a 24-episode arc. So
season 1 and season 3, the
quicker
longer
goes.
ones, had a lot of stuff to get.
they had a lot of stuff to get through. So season 4 is a quick watch.
There's 5 seasons total.
5 season totals, and season 4 is basically entirely all regimental food war. So it's basically just like the fucking Dark Tournament arc of Yu Yu Hakusho. You are just getting them fucking battling
The best part
entire
of Yu Yu
season.
Hakusho. So
It's really great. I'm so excited for you to get into it because I've already watched it and I really loved it.
I'm going to give myself more time for next season. I didn't get into it at the beginning, but I did do 18 of these episodes in a row.
yeah, no, you did this in a sitting.
I did do also like 12 episodes in a row, but then we had more time, so I was able to do the last 4 episodes in the last 2 days. So
I don't know exactly how little time I used, but it was on 1.5 times speed so that I could get through them.
That's right, you forgot. Which I have done on this show more than once, so no stones thrown.
we have lives.
So we've decided to largely abandon recommendations because we realize that it's basically the same thing as ingesting. Like,
If we actually bring it up in our ingesting, it's generally a recommendation.
yeah,
Because there's other things that I know I ingested that I didn't write down because I don't necessarily want to recommend them.
I'll sometimes talk about something I watched during recommendations that was so impossibly bad that it's worth mentioning, but we're not a trash things show, so it doesn't come up as often.
And I'm just going to recommend the thing I already planned to recommend before we decide to get rid of
Oh yeah, I mean, if you got it, go for it.
The time I was reincarnated as a slime is a really fun isekai style anime.
It's all Ishiki.
Oh my god!
Guy dies, and as he's dying, he makes a wish to be reincarnated in his next life with a bunch of powers.
It's one of the few isekai of that style that I can get into. I've always meant to go back to it because I read the first volume.
And then he gets reincarnated as a slime, and it's in a monster in like an RPG style universe, and he just like level grinds to a god on accident in the very first episode. And then him just building a monster orc town with his little fucking commune harem of orc girls. It's very fan servicey.
It's a very anime.
It's very anime, very fan servicey, but I very much enjoyed it, and I think it's streaming on Hulu. I'm pretty sure
it's either on Hulu or Netflix. I don't remember. I know I've seen ads for it.
There's 2 seasons of it now, so
yeah, it's good.
I already talked about it. I'm just going to say Los Spookies.
Being Puppy Cat. I just said we're not doing recommendations. We were all kind of planning for it today. This was a last-second decision.
But in the future, don't expect them.
Except for the part where we talked about good things that we watched.
We're just moving it to the ingestings. Those are our recommendations.
Next time, we will actually be doing a crossover episode to give our editors a break. With Fried Squirms, we will be watching Rob Zombie's The Monsters. So come back to that next time. In the meantime, we're your Jones of Nerdery. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
That's Steven. Dismissed!
Hi everybody, General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is around on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.